I refreshed this maybe 10 minutes ago. Within 10 minutes, it's already lost another 1,000 people. So I just finished playing Highguard, and is it any good? Is it bad? Is it as woeful as everyone thought it was going to be? Highguard was announced in a way that set itself up for absolute failure. Picture yourself, you're at the Game Awards, and everyone has two games on their mind that it could potentially come out. Everyone had Hopium on steroids for Half-Life 3, and Hopium with a little less steroids for Titanfall 3 or a Titanfall game. Now, you're at the end of the Game Awards. Good old Jeffy boy has gone around going saying from the developers of Apex Legends, from the developers, I think of something like, I think he said Titanfall. And everyone immediately, rightfully so, thought we were going to get another Titanfall game. But instead of any of those two highly anticipated, hopefully going to come out one day games, we got this.
And what does that make, ketchup?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The most generic action shooter ever. And everyone's like, the fuck? I got a chance to play it today. It came out today. And let's just say it met expectations. And the expectations of it being absolute dog water. Look, I am an easy man to please when it comes to gaming. I will play any game and probably find some sort of enjoyment of it. Hell, I played Skull Rise Kong Island, whatever it's called. It's called something like that. Yeah, Skull Island, Rise of Kong. I actually rather enjoyed that game. It was a fun, bad game. Anyway, that's off topic. Highguard. Now, I played this game. I played only 2 matches of it, and it was like 2 hours long. Each match went for almost an hour just because it was such a huge map for a 3v3 setting. It was just too big. There is a bunch of nothingness going on, and 3v3 people, it should be at least 5v5 or 6v6. And then there's a lot of reviews saying that. This is not just me, this is a common complaint. As soon as I launched the game, the menu was very, very generic. It just felt like, for some reason, when I looked at it, and I said this multiple times, it felt like I was looking at World of Warcraft with Destiny 2 vibes. It looks so generic. I feel like I'm playing World of Warcraft, but like Overwatch style. And I guess it had some nice music. That was the one compliment I gave it. It had some nice music. Now, I did have a little bit of fun playing. Look, it's a shooter. You're going to have some fun at some point, but it just feels so damn generic. As soon as you launch in, there's nothing special about it standing out. It literally just feels like a bunch of random games mixed together. One review put it really aptly. If you were to toss Overwatch 2, Apex Legends, Valorant, Rainbow Six Siege, and any generic survival shooter into a pot, but specifically on the worst parts about them, you'd get Highguard. And I feel like that's very, very accurate. Like I said, it was just so massive and a lot of nothing going on in the middle of the maps. And when eventually you run into people, you can hear them coming from a mile away. So you kind of prepared. Now, I did have some funny moments. I did enjoy myself a little bit. I won't lie. Like I said, it's easy for me to enjoy games. But this is just so generic. I don't see this game lasting longer than a week of relevance. Maybe even 3. I give it 3 days of relevance. People will post some videos about it like I'm going to. And then after a week, it's just going to disappear. And then at the end of the year, people will come back and look at it and think, yes, this is one of the worst games of the year. Unfortunately. And I feel bad for the devs because they have been set up for failure because of what, I don't know who the marketing team was, I don't know whose decision it was to put it at the end of the Game Awards, whether it was Jeffy Boy who gave him a little golden apple saying this will do wonders for your game and had the exact opposite effect. Or if it was the marketing team and they spent so much money on putting it in there, either way it's a loss. But I feel bad for the devs because they put all their hard work and effort into it. Maybe some people might say, wasted talent resources, could be doing, Titanfall 3. Just saying. But I feel bad for them because it's never fun to see your product get destroyed online like that. But obviously, games like this do need to come around because it helps developers see, okay, people don't want this plastic, boring shit anymore. They will actually want games that interest them and that has creativity. And also, I found it hilarious. As soon as you went on, there's only one game mode. And if we've learned anything from games, is that you can't just launch with one sinking game mode. Halo Infinite did it, and it disappeared within a month of most of its player base, right? And I was looking at it by the hour. This game is already losing majority of its player base by the hour. It peaked. It started off at 97,000, and within like an hour or two, it dropped down to 85,000, and then another hour, 62,000, and another 52, and it's just going down by the hour. Like I said on stream, I don't know if it's just because of the time of day or factors. I could be wrong, but I think it's not going to go any higher than 97. I would not be surprised if within a day it's down to 10,000 and it stays around that and it keeps dropping, and then this game will just disappear. The only positive about this game, two positives: the music was okay. I didn't mind the music, I guess. That's a random thing. I had a little bit of fun with it, I guess. You know, like I said, you can always have fun with it. 3, it was free. So, thanks for not making me pay money. If we refresh this right now live, what are we going to get? We're at 40,000. Okay, I refreshed this maybe 10 minutes ago. Within 10 minutes, it's already lost another 1,000 people. I reckon if I revisit this tomorrow, it's going to be even lower. I'm probably going to post this video tomorrow, so maybe right before I finish editing, I'll have a screenshot right here of what it ended up being. Okay, Future Johnny here. Now, it's only even been 12 hours since I last recorded that video, and I'm looking at it here, and it's already peaked a low of just 11,000. Almost 10,000 like I predicted. It went down even quicker than I expected. It's currently gone up to 16,000, but it's not looking good. I expect by the end of the week, it's going to be around 5,000 or less. That's what I'm calling it. I'm gonna revisit that on stream maybe, and we'll see. But it's not looking good for the old Highguard. Rest in peace already. Your life was short. Anyway, back to old me. But this game, yeah, I wouldn't say disappointing because it was very predictable how this is going to go. But this is just a lesson to any developer. Please stop making games that no one cares about. For a studio like this, who was the studio that made it again? Stinking Wildline Entertainment. They have a lot of developers from all these amazing other games. Please use your resources to the IPs that people care about, or make IPs that are similar to the people that care about, or make brand new stinking games. It's just painful just to see generic shooters with all this talent get wasted here. Whatever. I have feelings so many people are going to harp on about this, but I thought I would just share my immediate thoughts because I just finished streaming it, just finished playing it. I played it for about 3 hours, and I had a really mediocre time. This is a game that everyone's just going to forget about. I feel like it's even more irrelevant than Concord. At least Concord had the stigma of being an absolute horrible game, and in the worst ways possible. This is just a bad game, completely average, no content. It says rank's not even out yet. We've only got one 3v3 mode, and that feels so hollow and empty. It just feels like a very, very empty game. So I don't expect this game to last too long. Like I said, I'll revisit it tomorrow on the Steam charts, and I'll see whenever I post it right before I post it. I reckon it's going to be at 10,000, maybe even 20. I'll give optimistic 20. I'm expecting 10. If it's anything above that, I will be completely sure. Look, I could be wrong. This could be the best game ever. This could have the biggest turnaround like No Man's Sky or Cyberpunk. I really doubt it, but it could. And honestly, if it does real successful, good on them for reaching in and pulling something out of their ass. But from what I can see, this is how it's just going to have a steady trajectory down to the bottom. And it's just going to go into the ether, and everyone's going to forget about it, and we'll find happier, more fun games to play. But I thought I would just share my 2 cents on this because I just played it. Like I said, I had some fun with it, but it's such a basic, generic game. I'd rather play like God of War or something. Anyway, see you in the next video. See you, mate. Bye.